Right.
We're rolling.
We back. Hey, back again. We back again.
How do people feel
Oh
about
yeah,
temperature
that
right
is.
now? Anyway,
It's the song.
it's still fitting.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, we are back. It's season 2. I can't believe it, you guys. I mean, I can.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. But I'm so excited. We're back for season 2, you guys, and it's bigger and better. And we're doing way more things this season. I can't even wrap my head around it yet.
Trying to keep it all together. We have so many ideas for this season, and we're so excited to share everything with you guys.
Yeah, you guys, it's about to be crazy. So yes, of course, we're doing interviews, we're doing performances, but we are giving you guys access to almost the entire
process. The entire process.
Yeah, and the entire apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. So when we won't just be here in the living room space stage, we're gonna show you guys the other areas of the apartment. We're gonna be having friends over. We're gonna be partying. We're gonna have bartenders here. We're gonna have food here. It's gonna be a whole experience.
Yeah.
Playing games. Oh, games.
It's gonna be like one big party. And kind of like I was saying, I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but our idea for the apartment is like an introvert's dream. So we just bring the party to us, which is the only way we want to have it, right? Like we get to sit in our apartment, we get to have friends over, we get to see live performances, we get to talk, we get to eat food, drinks. We just have the party come to us.
And all I gotta do is just roll out of bed. So we're excited for you guys to come along on this journey with us. And today, episode 1 is super exciting because my best friend in the entire world is here today, Miss Santasha Wynter.
Hey.
She is the owner of BoldRich's Candles, and she is here to talk a little bit about our origin story, how we met, and of course her amazing candle business and how she plans to keep it going, keep it growing through the rest of the year. So we're gonna we're gonna find out what she's up to, and she should be pulling up any moment. You guys know how it goes. I need to get some more rings.
I need to get a watch.
I need gold rings.
So when I go like this, I'm actually looking at something.
We got a clock right there.
Okay.
That's all we need. It's working.
Yeah, it's working. Dang, I thought she was gonna be here.
Give it a second. She's coming.
Oh, there we go. Hey,
hey, come in.
Hey.
Open the door.
Hey. Turn the dance.
Welcome home. Hey, welcome home. Hey, welcome home. Hey. You know the deal.
Welcome.
Who's this?
For real. You already know. Yeah. I'm excited too.
Let's go, you guys. Okay, we're gonna get settled for a little bit, and then we'll be right back to jump right into this interview, so you guys can learn more about Miss Santasha Wynter
and BoldRich.
BoldRich's. Be right back.
Let's go.
All right, we are back, you guys.
Welcome.
And we are here with my bestest friends, Santasha Wynter. Let them know what you do, girl. Let them know who you is.
I'm a mother. I'm just joking. Okay, my name is Santasha Wynter, and I'm a candle maker. I also make fragrances. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised to Jamaican parents, East Flatbush. And yeah, I'm just
Making it happen.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, you guys.
Entrepreneur.
Don't let her fool you. She is an entrepreneur extraordinaire.
Yeah, I've been doing this
Extraordinaire,
for a
yeah.
minute now. So it's time for to see who took my place.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
It's coming. That's what I know.
I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. And we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, yeah.
So my first question, this is something we've been asking everybody because the department is all about community. It's about networking and just reaching out to the people who are closest to you. So we want to know, how did we meet? And I mean, I know the story, but it's a really cute story. So I want you to tell it first.
So interesting. Most of my closest friends I've actually met online, and with you, we met online on Tumblr.
Yeah,
Tumblr.
Tumblr days.
Yeah, and then I think I sent you a message on Facebook. Because I saw that you and Cody were doing that thing with like distressed t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so fly. It was different, very Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, they're fly. So I reached out to you, and we spoke briefly because I actually had a store that I thought would have been great for you guys to sell it in. I think that's what it was. Like I knew somebody that would have loved their t-shirts in the store. But anyway, and then I'm not sure how far was in between that happened, because it was like a gap, and then we ended up coming to New York, and then I'm not sure how I found out you guys were coming.
No, I don't.
I think you probably just let her know.
I
I think you
saw
just
something online like, hey, we're here and I'm a journey.
Yeah.
I probably saw some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I reached out because I'm that type of person. And then our first date, friend date, was to the beach.
That's crazy. I remember that. That was that was a whole day.
It was a whole day.
It was a whole day.
Absolutely. So yeah, we had a good time at the beach.
And we took the bus up to the beach and back, and then after we went
to this lounge.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Y'all really did all that. Where was I?
I
was probably being fast somewhere.
I
was being fast.
Occupied.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how we end up. Our friendship just blossomed from there.
Such a sweet
online internet.
Yeah, you guys. If you have any friends online, reach out to them when they're in town, hang out, and create something together, right?
Lifelong friendships can ensue from
and that was 20.
We finally met in 2016, I want to say 2015, 2016. Pretty soon after I moved here, but we had met online. I guess really it's at least 2 years before. 2 years before, so about 2013, I would say. Maybe.
Something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Look at us now.
Yeah.
So,
beautiful origin story. Yeah.
Okay. Some of these questions. So yes, I mean, I know you're Jamaican. You mentioned you're Jamaican, yes.
Well,
Flatbush.
I was born here, because fuck around with Trump. I was born Kings County Hospital. Even though he said, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I was born here, and my parents are Jamaican. I'm first born American here. Like,
first generation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, literally, I gotta tell my cousins they gotta put some respect on my name.
Yeah, you paving the way.
I ain't gonna have, I'm not gonna be a part of the whole 40 acres of the
yeah.
It's okay. That's all right. I'll fuck around with an American or something like that.
Look, we gonna get that 40 acres. All right.
Y'all acres.
Yeah, exactly. We'll give you a couple acres. Well, we got 80 between us.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give a little 5.
Yeah, before that. So I want to know, how has your heritage influenced your scents and styles of your candles?
Can you I kind of wish I saw these questions.
I know. Why didn't I send these to you?
It doesn't.
No.
I'm lying. So
Yeah.
So that's a good question. So Goja Kush. So although it's sweet, it has a little bit of cannabis scent to it. So
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy. They like cannabis. Who wants to smell? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the sweetness of it, like it's you can't even, to be honest, you wouldn't even know that it's cannabis in it until you. I think if you, because when it comes to scents, it has there's different notes. So that's probably like the base note.
Okay.
With the cannabis, but you barely smell it. It's mostly you're supposed to smell the goja in it.
And cannabis is a flower anyway.
Yeah.
So
This one here?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like cannabis is a flower, so there definitely is some floral and like sweet notes to cannabis. That I think a lot of people just don't notice because we're just smoking it most of the time. But I think it's a flower.
So that has a little bit of a woody scent.
Oh my
to it.
God.
Ooh, can I smell it?
This is so complex.
But you most right.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
From the first sniff, you're gonna smell sweet.
Yeah.
It's fruity.
Yeah.
But as it starts to burn, you start to smell a little bit of the herbs. And then we have the uplift. So uplift, I would describe that. It has brown sugar, coffee, blood orange.
Ooh. Let me try.
I can smell the coffee in there.
Mhm.
And it's almost like
that. Now this is complex.
Yeah.
It has a
It's
little bit
almost
of
like
vanilla.
caramelized. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Caramel,
Yeah.
shea butter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's actually
That's almost good enough to eat right there.
I heard someone said when they smelled it they felt like they got drunk. They felt drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. Styles. Check that out.
And it's great for a spray. So I have it in a spray as well. So it's really popular amongst weed smokers. And the reason why I say that is because why it's popular amongst weed smokers because you can spray it in your room. Well, in this case you can burn it, but I also have a spray for it. You can spray it on yourself, you can spray it in the room, and I'm telling you, you won't smell the scent after you're done.
Yes.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Even if you go to the bathroom and you poop, sometimes you spray Febreze.
Yeah.
And you like the mix of the
with the
Febreze. You know what I'm saying?
There's something about I feel like having that fire, like the heat.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It just like makes the scent.
It's the coffee that helps with that.
Mm-hmm.
And the coffee and the blood orange.
I think I said that coffee.
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 But yeah, it's the coffee that's in it. I think that kind of eliminates the smell. But I swear by it. And like if you need a spray to spray in your car, or before you go to work, because you already boom boom boom. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yes. Thank you for thinking of us weed smokers, because we need stuff like that.
Yeah, and what I love about your scents is that they you can use them, as perfume, as room spray, like just in all kinds of different ways. Like it smells good, so if you want something to smell good, you can use it.
Right.
Yeah. I like it's not like a specific scent that's like only for the home. Like you can actually wear it because it smells that good.
And when I decided to get start my candle brand, I always said I wanted it to be, because you can always get a scent at a Bed Bath and Beyond or what's the other something Yankee candles and it's just the lavender. Like I don't have any that's lavender yet. But I try to stay away from the lavender and the cinnamon and and if it is cinnamon, because you can get that anywhere.
Yeah, the apple pie. Yeah, that's so.
And
classic cliche.
Absolutely. So with my candles, what's special about them is that I feel like it's great for like date nights. If you want to impress a lady, fellas, if you want to impress a lady, Okay?
Yes,
Bold
BoldRich's
Rich.
candles.
As a gift?
Look, it
Oh,
goes
as a
to
gift.
As a gift, or when she come over, you got your house clean, you got the the shit, whatever, you got your shit on point. You burn that in the bathroom. You just be, burn it in the bathroom.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I mean. Burn in the bathroom, burn in the bedroom or whatever. And she's like, oh my god, that smells good. You don't smell Glade.
Okay, yeah.
Febreze.
Yeah.
It's I'm telling you, you're gonna smell luxury in it. She's like,
Yeah.
wow. Not only is he takes care of his home, like it smells like I don't even know what to say. It smells like heaven.
It's a
Yeah.
Okay, there's a difference.
I tell the guys all the time when they buy my shit. Excuse me, like when they buy my candles.
So I have a question for you personally. So a lot of our show is or one question that we ask on our show is I like to kind of talk about the diversity that is here in Brooklyn, in New York in general.
Mhm.
But there's so many cultures here, and they all like come together to play a part in influencing everyone's art and how we create. And I just wanted to know. Sorry, I lost this question. I wanted to know. What role does Brooklyn's diversity play, or excuse me, what role does Brooklyn's diverse culture play in your creative process to creating your candles? Is there any like influences? Like
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's like really chat GBT stuff that I should have just went and
yeah.
Word.
You should have entered that in.
I should have known the questions, but I'm like, well, actually, damn, but this is good practice for me. Diverse, like what? Repeat the last,
Yeah.
the last few words.
I said, what role does Brooklyn's diverse culture
Mhm.
play into your creative process, like how you create your scents?
Ew. This is good stuff, Cody.
Yeah, thank you.
Shit. You want to be honest? Let me tell you something. I just like shit that smell good.
Yeah.
You know? And I make them in my apartment, right in my living room.
Mhm.
I put on some jazz, some Sade, some B2K.
There's the diverse culture right here.
Random shit. And I, especially when I love, what's so funny? I love to make candles when I'm not really feeling my best.
Okay.
That's therapy for me.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much, I don't really know, like, I mean, I know I was born and raised in Brooklyn, but that's not something like, some people that have like a whole story, like,
they know.
Like, I was, it just reminds me when I make this candle, remind me when I was sitting on the stoop.
Yeah,
I used to go to the corner store. Like, none of that. I don't really have that story.
Okay.
I just like shit that smell good.
Yeah. Well, New York is definitely a city of scents.
Yeah,
there's a lot of smells around here.
Are you trying to be sure?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a lot of smells going on here. So
And they don't smell good.
yeah, so candles can definitely help with that.
Actually, a good question, and maybe that's something that I got to think about.
Yeah.
Because if I was on ABC, one of them should say they want that. I'm like, well,
yeah, they're gonna ask that. So yeah.
Ooh, I have a question. What actually inspired you to start making candles? Because I'm your bestie. I know that you was in cosmetics before. So what made you get into candles?
Okay, so here's the thing. When I first started BoldRich, I didn't call it BoldRich Cosmetics on purpose. It was just BoldRich. It started out as a lip gloss and lipstick line, but I always knew I was gonna go get into home decor. I always knew that. I just didn't know how to. I didn't know. I always knew that. I knew it was gonna end up being. Definitely knew I was gonna do candles and pillows, and I just knew it was gonna be like a whole ghetto Martha Stewart type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sheets and I knew I was gonna end up going there. But how did I end up getting into candles? So 2 years before COVID, which the pandemic was like 2020, right? 2 years before that, I started researching scents. And at the time, now it's a lot easier to find fragrance.
Yeah.
But back then, even back when I was doing my cosmetic brand, like it was hard to find, a manufacturer and stuff like that. But going back to the candles, I would try these different fragrance and it just smell cheap. And I didn't want it, so I kind of gave up after 2 years of like just spending my money, just getting, just practicing and like it just wasn't coming out right. I didn't like the scents. And then 2020, I bumped into this company in Cali actually.
Oh,
And I ordered a few, and I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. So yeah, so that's how I got into candle making. But during the pandemic, they pop-up shops were pretty big,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
time. So when I tell you, I stopped making lip gloss so fast because I was selling them candles like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing, this is how I knew I had something. The black pop-up, shout out to Ray Holiday. He had the black pop-up, and he would have like he would have like 9 different candle brands there. And like I'm like, why don't you have at least 4?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, but what, you don't want the competition? I'm like, dude, we got 9 different candle brands here, and then like 4 different t-shirt brands, like at least, whatever. But because I know how to sell, because that's sales is my background. I was like, you know what? I already knew. But after like scoping the other candle brands, the 8 other candle brands there, I was like, oh yes.
It kind of boosts your confidence.
Oh yeah,
kind of feeling like,
yeah.
oh, I got a leg up.
Yeah, and not only that, because the packaging was different.
Yeah.
Everyone has cinnamon.
Yeah, just so boring.
Simple shit that you can get from,
Yeah.
CVS and shit like that.
Yeah.
So and then. And of course, when they come to the table, they're like, "Oh, is it body butter?" And I'm like, "No, it's not body butter." And then, I have a little trick that I do. So how I get them to come to my table, because it's a haul, so you already spent your money down there.
Yeah,
so
the
I'm like,
first
right. So
stations are
right. So I'm always in the middle, so I'm like, oh, how am I get them to come here? So they will follow the scent. So sometimes I would either burn my candles or I will burn my incense. Some incense, some rope incense.
Yes.
That's the money maker. Let me tell you
You
something.
good online and look at her rope incense.
Yes. The rope incense, let me tell you, those used to grab people from the front to the back. They're like, oh my God, this is the table. I was asking them, where was it? Like, it's not here. They know it was my table. Right. Yeah, it's not here.
It's not here. Try not to send them.
Yeah, they try to send it over here. What? They walk past. Yep.
No, it's serious. So those rope incense, so good.
Yes. So that would be my trick to get people to the table, because it's a bunch of competition here. And when I tell you I was selling them things,
I've witnessed this before.
Yeah.
I went with you, and we kind of went rogue style, and we're just selling, just on Tompkins.
And what's so cool? I feel like what's so cool about those incense too is it's not your typical incense. Like, I don't think a lot of people have even used incense that look like that.
Some people go to cigarettes.
Yeah, they think it's exactly. Or they burnt them all at the same time.
Oh, like a sage, child.
Yeah. So they not only smell really good, but they look really cool too.
Yeah.
Very unique product, which I really love. Okay, what has been the most rewarding part of building your candle business?
Good question.
So we can take a second to think about
it. Finally getting them in a boutique, because
Sorry, y'all. This is New York. It's loud. The siren.
It's like crickets for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't even notice it.
Yeah. So used to it.
Just chilling out.
What's up, chat?
What's up, chat? Hey.
Yeah, no, how they gifted. I see.
Yeah, how they get
it. Rack it up. What was that again?
That's a good one.
Good question. I know it was a good question.
I know right away when people ask me that, I always have to think about it.
Yeah,
it was a good
it's
question.
like getting put on the spot.
I had asked you, hold on.
It was a good question.
I got it. It was. What's been the most
rewarding part?
What has been the most rewarding part of building your candle business?
Getting it finally seeing it on the shelf. In the store.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's funny. So I think a lot of some other entrepreneurs would agree to this. Um, when it's time for me to sell somebody else's product, I'm great. I can sell some Beats headphones. I can sell some, some food from, oxtail, whatever, because I worked as a server. Whatever you tell me, I could sell y'all, poster, But when it came to my candles, I don't know. I was like scared to go into stores. Now, when it comes to the pop up, I have the personality. I'm like, hey, but then when it's time for me to talk to like the other business owner, I know I have something great, but I don't know why. I freeze up. I don't know, So, and that took a while. And you were with me for the first time. I actually got my candles because I've had my lip gloss, my lipsticks in another boutique in East Flatbush before that actually did pretty well.
You're not new to this.
Yeah, but yeah, so that did well. But then it was just costing me a lot of money. So, but when it comes to my my candles, just getting that on shelf, that was just going back to see like, boom, it's sold out, only one left. Because I would go and check. I'm like, oh, there are only two left, and then the owner would be like, oh, we need more. I was about to call you.
Yeah.
And then seeing like, I get messages or pictures, or even having someone like recently, I went out with my cousin and to a woman empowerment event, and she had a friend with her who's another entrepreneur. Make a long story short, we went out for drinks, and then I left them or whatever, and then she sent me a text message, the friend, on DM, and she was like, "Hey, I didn't know that you own BoldRich's candles because I have one. I have one of your candles that I bought, from the City Point Mall, from the store's called The Spot. Shout out to The Spot. I ain't believe her. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't believe her. I was like, girl, my cousin told you I had a kitten. So
Yeah.
but then she sent me the photo and I was like, and a video of her. Shoot, like, so
that's cool.
That's so good.
Genuine,
yeah.
Customer.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That I have a couple other times I've seen people say, "Oh yeah, I've seen your I went to the mall, or I've seen your candle in the store." So that feels good. That feels real good.
Yeah.
You have. And seriously, as a bestie, when you make accomplishments like this, I always try to make sure that you're like really realizing how monumental that stuff is.
Yeah.
Because, I just know how hard you've been working for it, and I'm making sure that you appreciate the little
small. Yeah, that's true. Because sometimes we do forget.
Yeah.
If it's not. But it's people are loving it. I don't get any. I'll be honest. I haven't got any complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, one of your biggest customers, a friend of mine. I don't know if she told you, but she does shiatsu massage.
Yeah.
And she has one of the candles burning in the practice area. Yeah. She was saying that it corresponds to some like I don't know if I'm saying this right, like properties like within the shiatsu, like it's called wood. The thing is like wood and fire or something like that. It's like one of the properties for shiatsu, and it kind of represents that. And they have it burning in the practice. The wooden wick in the fire, exactly.
It makes that.
Yeah, that crackling sound.
It sounds so. That sounds so good at night.
Yeah, it does. It's so relaxing.
You feel like you're in a camp, in a campfire.
Yeah.
Stop playing with it. Let me tell you, she's the best girl.
Yeah, she gave her one to her friend in Italy, so you got products in Italy.
Yeah.
You got products in Italy.
She's a supporter, because you have some people.
Claire, right?
Claire, yeah.
Shout out to Claire.
Shout out to Claire.
Shout out to Claire. Let me tell you something. People always talk about support Black business. She support Black business. She not Black.
Okay.
Bestseller.
Bestseller, yeah.
Best customer. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I figured. Thank you, Steph.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do a little timeout. Because we're making incense, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get this set up, you guys. Get incense, chat a little bit more, and then of course we're gonna entertain you with a performance. So let's get to it. Let's
Nice.
Excited. Hey y'all, welcome back to the apartment. We just took a quick little break and now we've set up a station. We're gonna be making some incense. And Santasha, walk us through what we're doing right now.
What is that? Okay, so this is dipropylene glycol.
Uh-huh.
And this helps. This is in all like incense. Like so you basically soak these incense sticks in dipropylene glycol, and that basically helps the fragrance stick to the actual incense.
Okay, so these are blank. So
Yeah,
these are blank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ain't shit on you. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so this liquid here is gonna just make sure that the scent stays inside of the incense.
It locks it in.
Okay. I got some creamy vanilla caramel here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna dip those first and then sort of like drop this on top.
Yeah. So So this is pretty easy. Easy process. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay these down on top of using yours.
Okay.
Cody.
Thank you.
And we're gonna pour a little bit on top.
Okay. Yeah. Just to get everything in there.
Right.
Does the dyed propylene smell like anything?
Swirl.
No.
Oh yeah, it's just.
And how long should I keep it in here? Is it like a certain amount of time, or is that good? Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like
usually
this, so it kind of drips down.
But you're still gonna need to pour more anyway.
Okay.
On top.
Okay.
So
Just
put it down, separate it.
Okay.
And while we're doing this, I want to ask you a few more questions. You know, I can multitask a little bit.
For this or okay.
On
Actually on it to right now I should do it? Okay.
So then you gotta
Oh yeah, get me in there.
Okay, but I'm gonna kind of roll them in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Santasha, as a woman, female entrepreneur, female sounds so like, but I guess, you know, as a woman entrepreneur, what are any unique challenges that you faced and how did you overcome them? And I think this is like such a good question because so many people want to go into business, especially women, you know, I feel like we're like the leading group that is going into business these days. Are there any challenges you face and like how did you overcome them?
I think I'm still facing them, but I think women in general still face them because when trying to get funding, it's harder for us to get funding. And I know it sounds crazy. I know probably the guys are like, really? I have a whole bunch of grants coming. That's the purpose of, you know, to help us get funding because people don't take us seriously. You know, I've had business meetings with men that claim they want to help me out with my business, but you know, when talking about candles, they don't understand candles. They don't understand anything, you know, or makeup or whatever. You're like, they don't even take it serious, you know. So it's being taken serious. You gotta know your numbers and just knowing what the hell you're talking about when you sit with these men, you know. So I think when it comes to like getting funding is hard because when a man could go in there and say, yeah, I want to open up a smoke shop. You know, oh really? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have cigars and you know whiskey and stuff. But so they're like, oh yeah. They're like, they'll. It's easier for them to, especially if they're speaking to the right person. You know, the right man. They get it. They or if they want to get into technology and have their own app or start their own restaurant. I don't think it's as hard when they're one-on-one with a investor,
right?
A male
who is most likely
because the guys are the ones with all the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we have some female investors out
Yeah,
there,
definitely.
too. But we all know that the men out here, they look out for each other, you know, and that's in those ways. So I've had situations where you have men that say, yeah, they want to help me out, and then they just want to sleep with you.
Yeah. So those it comes loaded sometimes where they're like, oh, in order to help you, you got to do something for
What
me.
you gonna
Yeah.
do for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've had that situation happen to me a couple times.
Yeah.
You know.
Thanks.
So
Yeah.
right now it's very much.
It's hard being sexy out here.
Yeah.
I know. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Married,
sexy.
like,
Girl.
story for days.
Yeah, you hear that? All of the women out there in social media world. Yeah, there's a lot of challenges. There's people who want to take advantage of you because, well, you know, first and foremost because you're a woman, but if they don't immediately find value in what your business is or what you're bringing to the table, then they're trying to like leverage it with like some sort of, oh, like I don't get it, but
Yeah, but what you gonna do for
yeah,
10 grand?
Right.
But not only that, to believe it or not, like in our society, when it comes to women entrepreneurs, it's a new thing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know, we've heard of our, you know, people starting their own like
Our Madam CJ Walkers and all of
so
that.
it's not that new. But remember, if you grew up in a household where you're taught to what, play with a Barbie doll, you know, cook and clean, and that's that, and the man takes home, you know, brings home the bacon, you know.
yeah,
And even if you are, you know, your mom's a single parent and she is taking care of home, you're not necessarily thinking of an entrepreneur. Your mom is what, a nurse?
yeah,
taking
true.
care of babies, you know,
Right.
a nanny.
Working for someone else.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry, really quickly, I just wanted to tell people what I'm doing because you told me how to do it, but I want to make sure they know how to do it. So we picked some scents that we liked already, and these incense have been soaking in the dipropylene glycol.
Yes.
And I picked this scent, Ginger Blossom Iris. And I'm going to just squeeze this, put this right onto the incense,
generous.
right? And be generous because we want this smelling good. Okay, sorry. So, next question. I just want you guys to know what I was doing.
I chose the creamy vanilla caramel, and I just love like vanilla scents. Really sweet. I want to try to pair it with something, but I guess I'm gonna have to do like a little trial and error here. I'll use one on here. I wanted to mix it with the lemongrass and see how that
mixing might be kind of nice. Okay, next question. I wanted to know, do you have any advice for entrepreneurs, Black women entrepreneurs that are trying to get their thing off of the ground? What would you tell them?
I know this. I mean, I know people hear it all the time, but just do it.
Mhm.
And don't expect your friends or family to support.
That's such a golden rule right there. Oh
Yes.
my God.
Oh my god.
Don't expect that.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to be delusional. You literally gotta be crazy. I always tell people like entrepreneurs, real like true entrepreneurs are borderline crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say borderline crazy, like you gotta be so delusional because no one is gonna ever believe in you but yourself. You gotta be your biggest cheerleader.
Right. Like they can't see it till they see it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think we've definitely can understand. Yeah, we can
Oh,
definitely relate to that. I mean, as entrepreneurs ourselves.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah,
and
it is
just
really hard.
knowing your numbers when people talk when you go to pitch yourself. You know.
Yeah, know your numbers.
Just going out there and just doing it. Cause like I think, you know what? It's so funny. My cousin, we were having a conversation about this and she was like, well, she'll take all these classes. And I know right now, we in school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Never too late to learn.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what life is about. We're always learning, always growing. So you're taking some classes right now.
Yeah. So, it did help. It does help. We're, I think we have 2 more courses left.
Mm-hmm.
To open our minds and like really thinking about the numbers and then how to scale your business and stuff like that. Because like let's be honest, like when you're starting a cosmetic brand, when you're starting a hair brand or whatever, like it's a lot. You want to, especially how long I've been doing this.
Yeah.
You want to eliminate the trial and error.
Yes.
As much as possible.
As much as possible.
You know, so yeah, I'm just like, just go ahead and do it. You know, like, because if you wait, ain't shit, anybody waiting on you. Just go ahead and do it. You know?
That's beautiful. Love that. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. What was that?
Say you were generous with it?
I think so. You think I should do more? Okay, you're watching me. Okay. This is a good one. Are there any collaborations with other Brooklyn-based artists or businesses that you are proud of?
Yeah, shout out to Tyreek.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something. I've been viral a couple times fucking with him. We got
Shout out to Tyreek.
Hey, Tyreek.
candle. It's still on. It's on the website as well. It's called Toast with Ty. And we like I said, I've met all of my really good friends through social media. So I met him through TikTok, you know, and we decided to come out with our own collaboration with a candle, and it did very well. We sold over 100 candles, so that was great. And so now we're about to do another candle, which his fans or his followers actually named it without even knowing that they named it, and it's called Rock Stars. And all the rock stars out there, they know.
They know what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait, what's his name? Tyreek?
Tyreek.
Or what's his handle on TikTok or Instagram? So
Tyreek told you.
Tyreek told you.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're on both Instagram and TikTok, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys are on Instagram or TikTok
and also on YouTube.
YouTube,
Yeah.
Tyreek told you. Can you spell that out for them so they know where to
So
find it?
TREAK.
Is it Ty?
TYREK. Wait, no, hold it.
Yeah.
TYREK.
Is it an A in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Child.
Girl.
TYREAK told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyreek told you.
That's on all the social media
Yeah.
platforms. You've probably seen him already.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Very New York.
You've run into him before, so
So
follow.
I'm excited. This new the scent. Oh gosh. If you thought the last scent that we had was bomb, this new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm making something special over here too.
Yeah, and you didn't tell them about the ones that you guys about to come out with your own.
Oh my God, I didn't even want to tell them that. Oh my God, y'all.
Yeah.
So we are in the works of collaborating with BoldRich's, and we're going to be coming out with our very own scented incense, our very own incense.
Just like these ones that we're working on here right now.
So stay tuned, you guys. We should have that done maybe like summer. What do you think? By summer?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. I love that.
There's a lot going on, y'all, but we're going to get it done, and you're going to be smelling us.
We collaborate with each other here. We help each other out.
Yes, we do.
That's what it's all about, building community.
Maybe we need a specific department scent, right?
Yeah, a specific department scent.
Scent for department. That's
So they walk up in here, they're like,
yeah. And if you want your apartment to smell like
department,
yeah.
then you can wear it. So
Do you guys involve like fruits? I see a lot of. I don't see like in incense. I don't see like banana, apple.
Wanted to, yeah. Actually,
It's not popular to do fruit.
it's not popular because when you think of
Is there another one?
incense, right? And this is what I love about. I'm actually excited about getting to the whole incense thing because when you think incense, you think herbal. You think herbs,
Egyptian musk.
yeah, right. Patchouli, sandalwood. You don't think like you said like I mean you may even get like a little cherry bomb type shit. But it smells like
cough syrup.
Yeah. But I do have some if you wanted to.
Actually, this one has nectarine in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peony pine. Yeah. Piney peony.
Oh wait, after these have to sit for a while, right? You can't burn these right away.
No. So you gotta leave it. So you gotta leave it. We're going overnight and let it sit, and then you can burn it tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, so we got the scent developed. Yeah.
Marinate.
I don't know why I was thinking of this song today that we made once. Like, hey there, Steph, it's nice to meet you. I was like, yo, those, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
those days. I even know I was recording. I was just. I'm trying to be natural with the camera because I want to vlog more. So like, just
Bro, I
vlog.
still can't wait to show you the song that I made.
I
still have Robert.
need to.
And I got one more question. What is the differential like in the business models when it comes to like perfumes and incense? Is it like completely like can you just like cross over? Is there any crossover in the perfume and the incense and candle business?
So your question would be, you gotta what?
Like how related are the businesses? Do they?
It's all dealing with fragrance, you know. So for example, like a lot of major perfume companies are tapping into candles now. So they call it bougie candles, the luxury candles.
Yeah, luxury.
So the luxury candles now are smelling like perfume. You know,
Yeah.
people are you guys spend a little bit more on it, but there's definitely a market that I think a lot of entrepreneurs that are in the candle business can tap into. You know, and what I do love about fragrance too, I'm glad that you mentioned it because that's something that I'm going to be tapping into this year. If you it's not a lot of black perfumers out there. It's very
There
small.
should be.
Yeah, it's not a lot of us out there, and we spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. So I'm excited about this new wave that's about to come because the candle wave has been a thing since like 2019 till now.
Okay.
Now perfume, people are starting. People are seeing more
wave.
yeah.
All those
black perfumes
like those
are coming out
perfumes from Dubai.
Yeah.
Lots of different.
Yeah. But you've seen a lot of us that are tapping into it because it's a very small market, a handful of us there. But but you can, when it comes to perfume or just cologne, what I love about it is that there's a market for you. Whether you do just sweet perfumes, florals, or just some people like to smell like outside. But no black people say outside. You'd be
like to
surprised.
smell like that.
People like to smell like the trees or a plant or like and so I get excited when I talk about perfume because if you get into it, it's I don't really see it as a competitive thing because you can literally set yourself apart. You can be a brand that just sells candles and fragrance that smells like you just said, fruits. You can do a candle brand that just smells like cake and or in this case when we're talking about weed for weed smokers. I have a scent which I didn't launch yet, but it really does smell a little bit like weed, but it also has other scents in there. So it's like, oh, this is complex, but I like it. So you can have fun with it.
I love that.
The perfume and candles and stuff like that.
And we have one more question, right?
Yes, one more question.
Well, we have two more questions because after this question, then I want to make sure that you say all your handles and how people can find you and reach out to you. But this question first.
Yes. Okay. So I know you put a lot of intention into your candles and you're making them, and I just wanted to know, so that people know, how do you want them to feel when they light your candles?
Good question. I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I want you to feel. So when I am making the candles, it definitely calms me. Especially like I told you, I think we talked about this. I don't know if we talked about this earlier or off camera or whatever. But whenever I'm feeling down, I light a candle, and I tell you, it sets the mood. Like right now, what's burning in my room, I have this chocolate cognac. It's very. It smells. You smell the chocolate. You smell. The little bit of sandalwood in it. It just it's soothing to. It's calm. It's very calming. And that's how I would want people to feel when they are burning my candles. Like I always say this, like my candles have its own personality. So when you walk, like when you walk into someone's home and you can tell. Okay, let me rephrase this because it may sound crazy. So when you walk into some home, everyone's home has a certain scent. Whether you spray or whatever, you have a certain scent.
Yeah.
Or when you walk into someone's bedroom, they have a you can be like, oh yeah, I know. Even if you have the blindfold on,
Yeah.
I know I'm in Chris' bedroom because I smell his room smell like his jacket.
That winter jacket.
Go to stairwell.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, it does.
It does.
Yes,
It does.
So
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
it's layered.
It's like
Yeah. Age.
yeah, exactly. Age.
vintage.
Vintage
You
for
know?
sure.
So yeah, so I always feel like, your home should always have a vintage. I say vintage, sorry.
I was there with you. I was
Your
like,
home should always have
A geriatric smell.
yeah. It should have its own personality, where when you walk in, you're like, damn, come say something. And I said it again. I think my third time saying it, fellas. You walk into a room, someone's room or house or bathroom, and it has a.
And they got the candles there.
And it's nice and clean.
The girls just don't think about you differently.
Right.
Yeah.
And it don't smell like pine sol. It don't smell like
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso. But you have a signature scent when it comes to candle or a room spray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, she gonna look at you like a different man.
Yeah.
It's a caliber type of thing.
Yeah.
Because you pay attention to that.
Yep.
Ain't nothing like walking into someone's room. It don't even mean it don't have to be your man. I know in my room when I walk in there, I'm like,
It's nice.
It smells good in here.
I like this girl.
yeah, it smells good in here. It's a part of self-care.
True.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. That was our last question,
Yeah.
but
We wanted to make sure that you let everybody know where they can find your product, any of your, your social media tags, all that. Like, let us know.
So you can currently purchase my candles and fragrance because I'm about to come out with more fragrance. Oh gosh, girl, I can't wait to use them. On BoldRich.com. That's bold, BOLD, rich.com. If you don't want to purchase it online, you can visit The Spot at the City Point Mall. We also have it at
malls.
on Tompkins and Madison at the Ancient Blend Apothecary. You can get it there, or you can get it at
one more store.
yeah.
Where else could you find this?
You can get it at 28 Scott Vintage. That's in Williamsburg.
So she's all over you
Yeah,
guys.
so
Yeah,
trying to
all
get
over
some
New
more
York.
stores as well. I do have a couple more stores that are interested in carrying the product, but at this point, because I'm, that's why I have the GoFundMe going on.
Yeah.
I need to be able
There's
to
a GoFundMe going on right now.
buy more
guys.
materials and to keep up with this.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, and I also do like custom candles if you wanted. To hit me up and say, listen, I need a custom scent for
My
girl,
wedding or like, oh my gosh, that's so
Wedding.
cute.
so I've been doing a lot of that. That's been keeping me afloat as well.
Mhm.
I did a couple for this law firm. So that was pretty cool. And they've been like ordering back and forth. So that's been pretty cool.
Nice.
And then I have the other one is doing for I have another order that I just worked on for a teacher appreciation day for for teachers and stuff like that. So I enjoy doing that.
That's
And it's like a whole different packaging and stuff like that. So
very nice.
That's so proud.
You heard that, you guys. BeBoldRich.com.
yes, be bold rich,
BeBoldRich.com.
rich.com.
Okay, but you're not leaving yet because
No.
we got a little entertainment planned, you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Thank you, Styles. You know what? This man right here, he keeps us on point. Before we go, we need to talk about these beautiful paintings behind us, you guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Because, every
Out the way.
episode, our our focal point changes. And
Yeah.
today we have a 3-part piece by your bestie.
Yes. So this artwork was done by my very, very best friend. You may have seen her on our first episode of season 1, Jaden Avery Love. And, and yes, this is her artwork in the back. It's for sale, I believe, or I know it's for sale. I think it was what I can't remember the price that she said. But yes, my love. Can you do a quick cameo to tell us about the artwork and the prices on it?
Oh, okay.
Sit your booty right here. Sit your bum bum.
Down. Okay.
Real fast.
This is called like. Ooh, hello there. Did I just? Oh my god. This is
Part of the department.
okay. Part of Jaden.
Yeah.
So this is called the spectrum, the gender spectrum. It's called white and black because often I have like a new definition than when I talked to you before. So oftentimes we see our world as binary. We see our world as like white and black, male and female, girl and boy, up and down. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much in between, and this is about that. That all the colors that you will see are not really white and black.
Yeah.
Because it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. I'm doubly mic'd.
You're so good at this.
Yeah, so that's what this is. And the price of it. Oh, so also this is the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the child that has like the crown, because the next generation is the future. And yeah, so price wise is that they are all 800, but if you bought them all together, I'd sell them all to you for 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so these are 800 individually? Okay,
Yeah.
and then all together?
5. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great deal.
That's a
friggin' yeah.
Right?
Let's go, you guys. Amazing. So everybody's sticking around, right? For
Oh, that's better. Now you can see the colors here.
Yes.
Like
silver.
yeah.
Oh, yep. It's like a
better.
pearl finish.
Beautiful. That is better.
so it's like a reddish pink. You have the purple in the middle and this blue, right?
And this blue there.
Yeah,
Yes. And
so
like
pretty.
the colors are, obviously like red and blue make purple.
Yeah.
So that's like very it. But a lot of times also, people relate the feminine with white, or relate the feminine with pink and red. But scientifically, like when we look into space, we see reds and blues to denote whether something is farther or closer. And red and pink is actually for the masculine. The feminine, she's way more cool. She's the unknown. She's the space that you have to find out. She's the dark matter. Whereas the masculine is the star, the planet, the object, the thing. The feminine holds the whole story together.
Look at it snap.
What's the time period in between these pieces?
Oh, okay. So this all got done. Are you okay? This all got done last year. Last year is when I started it.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. You guys saw that?
He's
The light came on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is last year. Oh, let me just tell you also, this is going to be a very, very big fundamental piece of like a lot of my new artwork going forward. This is called the Love Monster in the center. And that's just all of us, like individually, we are love monsters. We're like a whole universe onto ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You hear that, Tash?
Beautiful.
I'm the love monster.
You-
Yeah, crazy.
I love monster. It's the love monster.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And we'll have all of the information to contact Miss Jaden Avery Love if you want to purchase these pieces. We'll have all of that
ready for you. But yeah, you guys, okay, so let's get to it. We're gonna come right back and we have some entertainment and some other fun things.
Yeah. All right, you guys.
What I'm talking is more than rap. I'm talking about that money chasing that can leave you getting clapped. Get your paper, get your paper. Gotta watch out for your neighbors with this new generation. They fuck around and videotape you. Get your cat, get your cat. Make sure sitting in your lap and hate to be at a red light, wishing you can pop it back. Get that paper, get that paper. It's stuck in the nigga nature, peeling back all my layers. Am I wrong? Say a prayer. Mama's baby boy is a killer. The box cutter in the school to chop me a nigga. Man, my eyes turn red from the looks. Go figure. What a trigger. Pulling cards over Skrilla. I'm a real estate dealer, nigga. From that pills to that white, from the weed to that pipe. Heroin flying up and down all through that night. Knocks on the roof, trying to hit us with some proof. Trying to send me upstate, cause they think I'm moving weight. Bitch, fuck a captain, fuck a sarge, fuck a precinct and that charge. I ain't caring about a warrant, I'll be ghost by the morning. B5 roaring, make your bitch start purring. Getting smoked like some perp, watching rust start soaring. Bringing out all that thunder, got a Remy for a button. Got a tap for that 9, I'm a Carter with 5. I'm a lord to this rap, please hop up off my sack. Any nigga got a problem, you can hit me on my jack. Where they at?
Little business going on.
Y'all niggas know why I'm at, son.
That's good, that's good.
Anyone got a problem with anything I'm saying?
You make that paper.
You catch me in the booth anytime.
Learn some rules to go with it. You gotta learn the difference between guns and butter.
Shit, boy.
There are two type of niggas in this world. There are niggas with guns and you got the sticks
Guns and butters. Fucking daughters and they mothers undercovers. I think I love her. While I'm torn. Copping whips and some pans and they foreign. It's stillborn. Guns and butters. Automatics with the sticks and the rubbers. Yeah, they hitting like clubber, talking lang. Speaking slang with my gang in this thing. I'm tryna hang. Killing it villainously. Ain't no one sicker than Lee. Watch out, cause chaos corrupt, spontaneous combust. We bust malevolent and all these rusts we live in. It's a tragedy. They rather be high and blasted beat and listen to my blasphemy. Well, fuck that. If niggas fuck around, then we gon' bust back. Won't hold back. Treating clips like nutsacks, you can hold that. Treating necks like welcome mat, stepping on that. Running niggas' pockets and they wallets, check my cash app. It really don't cost much for niggas to get they head clap. I got a couple Johns that want me to hit it, they think I'm ASAP. I got a couple niggas that think I spit it like I'm Kendrick. I tell them I control a whole verse, so come and get it. My lyrics to infinite, I'm warring in the trenches. If niggas ain't bout it, tell them get comfy with the benches. I got a couple bitches, around just for the riches. But if they act up, they getting washed like dirty dishes.
I see you got
dirty,
business going
dirty,
on. That's good, that's good.
Guns and butter beat.
You make that paper.
Guns and
So when you making paper, you gotta learn some
guns
things to go
guns
with
and
it.
butter beat.
You gotta learn the difference between guns and butter. There are two type of niggas in this world. There are niggas with guns.
Let's get it.